Why are polygon properties essential for solving word problems? Imagine trying to figure out how much fencing you need for a garden or how much paint covers a wall without knowing the shape's measurements. It would be pretty confusing, right? That's where understanding polygon properties becomes so helpful. They are like the rules of the shape world that tell us how sides and angles work together. When you know these rules, you can turn words into numbers and solve real-life problems easily. Let's start with what a polygon is. It is a flat shape made of straight sides that connect to form a closed figure. Each polygon has interior angles, which are the angles inside the shape, and exterior angles, which are the angles outside when you extend a side. Knowing how to find the total of all interior angles is important. The rule says that if you take the number of sides and subtract 2, then multiply by 180 degrees, you get the sum of all interior angles. For example, a 5-sided shape, called a pentagon, has a total interior angle sum of 360 degrees. If you know some angles and need to find others, this rule helps you do that. Polygon properties also tell us about regular polygons, where all sides are the same length and all angles are equal. This makes calculations easier because you can use specific formulas for perimeter and area. For example, to find the perimeter of a regular hexagon, you just multiply one side length by 6. To find the area, there are formulas based on the length of the sides and the number of sides. These properties help you solve problems involving space and distance in shapes that are perfectly symmetrical. Knowing whether a polygon is convex or concave is also important. Convex polygons have all interior angles less than 180 degrees, which makes calculations straightforward. Concave polygons have at least one interior angle greater than 180 degrees, which affects how you apply certain formulas. Recognizing these types helps you choose the right approach for solving the problem. Polygon properties are used in many practical situations. If you need to find the total length of fencing around a garden, you use the perimeter formula. If you want to know how much space is inside a shape for planting or construction, you use the area formulas. When a problem asks you to find an unknown angle, the interior angle sum rule helps you set up the right equation. Even more complex problems, like figuring out the number of diagonals in a shape, relying on the formula that says the number of diagonals equals the number of sides times the number of sides minus 3, divided by 2. Mastering these properties allows you to break down complicated word problems into smaller, manageable parts. You can translate the words into math, set up equations, and find the missing measurements. This makes solving geometry problems less intimidating and more like solving a puzzle. It also builds confidence because you see how shapes and measurements fit together, making real-world tasks like designing, building, or measuring much easier. So, knowing polygon properties is like having a special toolkit that helps you crack the code of many shape-related problems.